Hi there, and welcome to your 15-minute relax and unwind. My name's Steph Paulson, and I also have Chief here with me. It might be helpful to have a couple blocks, although it's not required. Let's get started in child's pose. Big toes touch. Take the knees wide, stretch your hips back. Rest your head on your mat, a pillow, or a block. Walk your fingertips away from your body. Feel the stretch alongside of the back, maybe the triceps and biceps. Walk your hands over to the right side. Take your left hand on top. Breathing into the left side body. Walk your hands through center and all the way to the second side. Taking your right hand on top of your left. And breathing into all the nooks and crannies on your right side. Take your hands back to center. Bring the hips up right above the knees. Walk your hands a little bit farther away from your body and sink your chest down. Hips are still high, and you'll get a different sensation across the chest and the shoulders. And one more breath here. On your exhale, rise up and walk your hands back. Wrists are underneath your shoulders and your knees are underneath your hips. Inhale, take the right hand high to the sky, open up. Exhale, thread the needle. Your right palm faces up. Place your right cheek onto your mat. Feel free to wrap your left arm around the lower back if that feels good, if you like that opening, although it's not required. As always, explore the postures so your body feels good. Let's take the left hand down to the mat. Press yourself up and take the right hand underneath your shoulder. Draw the abs in. Let's go second side. So reach up, stretch up, and then thread. Your left arm goes underneath your right. Left palm faces up. Your left cheek onto the mat. Maybe you explore taking your right hand alongside your lower back. Adding a small twist. And of course, if anything's ever painful, back out of the posture. And go back to something that makes your body feel good. Unravel. Pressure into your right hand and bring your left hand underneath your shoulder. Draw the abs in. Walk your hands out just about a handprint in front of you. Flip the toes under, lift the hips high. Here's your down dog. And bend your knees generously. Lift the sit bones high. Feel the stretch on all four sides of the torso. Walk your hands back to your toes and toe heel your feet just about hip width distance apart. Bend your knees generously. Drop the crown of the head towards the mat. Grab opposite elbows. Let the spine hang heavy. Notice where the weight is in your feet. Let's shift ever so slightly into the balls of our feet and notice how that changes the intensity of the stretch. Let's switch which forearms on top. And release the elbows. Walk your hands out to down dog just one more time. And come into all fours. Take your right foot in between your hands. This is where blocks might be handy. And we're coming into a low lunge. So I'm going to adjust my body just ever so slightly. Make any adjustments that make you feel good. So I'm pressing the left top of the foot into the mat. Opening the left hip flexor. And let's shift our hips back to half split. Flex the right toes towards the shin. Draw the right hip to the back of the mat. Lengthen both sides of the torso. Let's inhale. Let's make this dynamic. Maybe consider lifting the heart. Exhale, coming back into that half split. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Stay right here. And we're going to toe heel the right foot away from the midline. So notice I moved my hands to the inside of my foot. You can turn your toes out to about a 45-degree angle. Coming into lizard. And you can drop down to your forearms or drop down to blocks if you want to experience a different intensity of this stretch. Opening up the hip. Now, no matter if you're on your hands or on your forearms, let's add a gentle twist. So we're going to twist towards the leg, bringing our right hand to our right thigh. Feel free to close your eyes here and notice the sensations in your body. Let's come back to center. Take both hands down to the mat, toe heel the foot back in, and take the right foot all the way back to all fours. Let's go into the second side. Left foot in between, and feel free to make any adjustments that make you feel good. Coming into a low lunge and just hang out here for a moment. Press the right top of the foot into the mat and feel the stretch along the right hip flexor. Let's make this dynamic by shooting our hips back, drawing the abs in, flexing the left toes towards the shin. And as we inhale, we come back up to that low lunge. Exhale. I encourage you to move to your own breath, to your own natural rhythm. Let's come into low lunge just for a moment. And toe heel the foot away from the midline, bringing both hands to the inside of the left foot. Turn the left toes out to about a 45-degree angle. Of course, you can play around with that, whatever's comfortable for your knee. Coming into lizard. Maybe you explore going down to your forearms, although it's not required. And maybe we add a small twist, so taking your left hand to the left thigh and twisting. Notice if there's any tension in your body, any muscular tension, any muscles that are holding you that don't need to hold you. Release and let go. Take both hands to the mat and toe heel your foot back in. Move the blocks and slide that left leg all the way back. Move the blocks out of the way if you're using them. Flip the toes under, lift the hips high. Here's your down dog. Bend the knees generously. And straighten the knees any amount. Lift the hips high. Drop the knees, come down to your belly. And let's bend our elbows. Place the one hand on top of each other and place your forehead on top. Uncurl the back toes and draw the right knee up in line with the hip or any amount. So coming into a half frog. My knee is resting on the ground. My ankle's resting on the ground. And just releasing the hip. One more breath here. Let's bring the right leg all the way back to center. Switch which hands on top. Drop your forehead on top. Second side. So bend the left knee. Draw it up, maybe about to where your hip is. And let everything, your entire body become heavy. Let the earth beneath you support this posture. And begin to let go of any thoughts that are not serving you. Let's just practice just being. One more breath here. And slide that leg back. Nicely done. Let's take our forearms parallel to each other. Elbows underneath the shoulders coming into Sphinx. Take the shoulders away from the ears. Draw the abs in to protect the lower back and press your hips into the earth beneath you. Take the right toes or the right heel towards your glutes. And maybe consider grabbing that right ankle. Be mindful that there's not any unnecessary clenching of the glutes, but drawing in of the abs to protect the lower back. And lengthening the tailbone down towards the bottom of the mat. One more breath. And release. Here's your second side. So coming into the left side, drawing the left heel towards the glutes. And reaching for that left ankle. Notice the differences from side to side, but practice not attaching any labels of one side's better than the other. We're just observing. Just being curious about our own body. And release. Let's take it back into child's pose. So take your hands underneath your shoulders and press yourself back. This time take the knees closer together and a more supportive child's pose. So knees are closer together. Feel your torso on top of your thighs. Take your arms to the side body. Let the head drop to the mat, a pillow, or a block. Palms are face up.
Notice your belly and rib cage expand against your thighs as you inhale. And as you exhale, everything contracts, coming back to center. Keep breathing to your own natural rhythm. On your next exhale, come on up.
You're welcome to move into Shavasana if that serves you right now. You'll lie on your back with your legs extended, arms are by your side, and take a rest. If you prefer to close with me, let's come into a comfortable seat. You can come cross-legged or sitting on your heels. Take your hands to your thighs. Everyone, circle sweep the arms up. Inhale, gather that positive energy that we created. Take it down to your heart and exhale, let it go. Inhale, circle sweep the arms up. And exhale. Great job on your relax and unwind practice today. My name is Steph Paulson, and until our paths cross again.